Luka, disappointing final couple minutes there. Maybe you can just walk us through the goal. What did you see in terms of the equalizer? What happened?
Something we talk about all the time and something we work on, managing games. And maybe there's a chance for us just to end the play and, regroup, get our shape and, just foul them up there. But we let the pass come across. We're not ready weak side. It comes down. And at the end of the day, we got to when we're a man up, you should never concede. So it's behind us now, though. It's going to sting for the next couple hours. But, day off in Monday, back to work, and another hopefully solid week of training and another opportunity for 3 points next week. We can't really dwell on this.
Beyond that, how do you think the team did today?
Good. There was obviously we the first 25, 30 minutes, we really held them in their half, really possessed the ball. Thought we want to create more chances. We didn't get as many as we wanted to. But defensively, with, how many injuries we're having and, people have to play different positions and everything's flip-flopping, people coming into the team, Mateus' first start. So for us to, defend solid against, a team that is struggling, but they have lots of quality, and I think it's still a step in the right direction. We're still gaining points and we're still doing well at home. But, yeah.
This is sort of a cliche question, but the fact that you have extended your unbeaten streak to 5 games, but what was the atmosphere in the dressing room like after the game? Yeah,
like I said, the first, when Robin will talk to us the first couple of minutes, and it'll sting, and like I said, it's fresh in our mind right now, and it just happened. So we're definitely not happy, but we're not really too hard on ourselves. Obviously, we want 3 points, and we missed out on that. But like I said, we can't dwell on it. We can't really be too hard on ourselves now. We're playing. We're gaining points, and it's better than last year. Last year, we weren't doing that, and like I said, managing games and finding ways to get those 3 points is the most important. And we just gotta, get our heads right tomorrow and back in Monday and start working.
Luka, how's it been getting to know and getting to play with Ben? Since he's joined the side, I thought he had a strong outing today.
Ben, he's a beast, man. He's a no-nonsense CB. He came in maybe 3 days before our away game at Cincinnati, came in, played 90, and played unbelievable. So he has the experience. He has everything you want as a center back. And for him to come in and be as solid and play 90 minutes, even against Columbus, the guy was in New Zealand with Chile, flew in 2 days, on no sleep, no nothing, and he came in and he's played another 90. Benny's a beast, and he's going to be very important for us this year.
Luka, can you speak about your saves today? You had 3 proper saves today. What was your display?
Good. The first one, 1v1, happens really fast through ball and just start to cut off the angle. He hit it with power, and it was there. So it was good. It was a good parry. Good to get my feet settled and get in the game. So the first one's always the most important. The other one I think was before half. I think Miazga headed it right before the half, so that was another awkward one, but it was good. And honestly, for us goalies, any save is confidence in the game, and sometimes you won't get as many, sometimes you'll get 0, and you'll have to make 1 save. But I'm happy with my performance, but obviously disappointed on the result.
Luka, you guys are a little bit disappointed with the result today, but generally speaking, does it feel like things are moving in a good direction for this group? How are you guys feeling about the progress?
No, we feel great, man. For us to start off 2 games in the first 2 games of the season, lose and but we understood that that's not us, and we were way better than that. So for us to really get a win before coming home and keep that going, it's great. And there's no we get back in on Monday and there's no negativity, there's no nothing. It's back to work, and there's still 26 more games. I don't even know what it is. 28. What do we play? 7. So lots of games left. So this group is. I think we're only going up, and I think today was another example of that. So I think we're going to be fine.